Like, homie, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is no longer a hobby. This is a fucking museum. You've upgraded from hobby to museum. You're a curator now. You're a historian. That's what you done. You know, you're no longer. It's no longer a pastime. It's your full-time fucking job. God damn it! You're a collector. You're a raconteur. Like, you give tours around the world to preserve Lola Bunny memorabilia. Jesus Christ. Well, you know what's funny? Right now, while I'm here talking to you about the battle for 15, minimum wage, stimulus checks, all that kind of stuff, there's been another battle raging on the internet, and it seems to be the one that the right is way more concerned about, and that is cancel culture. Or what they think cancel culture is. I mean, there's two schools of thought on this, right? If you were to talk about Ben Burgess and cancel culture, he'd probably tell you that cancel culture is when an employer fires an employee for work they're doing, or sorry, comments or language they use outside of the workplace. Whereas the right wing is more concerned with cancel culture in the form of commodities and products, because they fetishize that shit. So for them, losing their favorite superheroes, or changes to their superheroes, or their superheroes perhaps being representational of the demographics of the US, not always just being white cis males, or perhaps being women, or being trans, or being gay, is the end of the earth as we know it. And now, if we were to find old content problematic in today's day and age, such as Pepe Le Pew, or we're going to talk a little bit about Lola Bunny, because apparently Lola Bunny isn't hot anymore, and that has destroyed the foundation of society as we know it. So you gotta talk about these things apparently. Okay, let's take I don't even remember Pepe Le Pew that much, to be frank.
Quelle-est? Ah, the petite femme skunk. The rendezvous, no? Ah, my darling, how beautiful you are. How lonesome it has been that I have without...
Okay, yeah, that's super intense. That's super intense. It's like, you know, there wasn't a lot of foreplay. This one kind of skipped over the hello. Like, there's not even a formal introduction. It's not like, oh, hey, it's very nice to meet you. Went right to the grab and the pet. So, you know, I guess between like a Joe Biden and a Bill Cosby, this one's a little closer to a Bill Cosby. But we'll keep going.
Ah, the sweet nothings. Ah, the sweet somethings. Ah, the tender enrapturements.
Yeah, like, okay, you're not letting them go either, and they clearly are trying to escape the situation. There's not a lot of consent going down. Oh, thank you. This could, yeah, Cuomo. This could be a Cuomo. Yeah. Although Pepe is not forcing them to eat the sausage, so that's that.
But I forget. But of course, the rendezvous. Chantez-vous-les entre nous. Oh, oh. Elle est très bien, voulez-vous?
Wow. It's been a while.
Château douce, château triste, even more so when we kiss. Chez voisin d'amour. Huh? So, she is afraid of herself, this highly seasoned one. Come, my little, you are afraid of yourself. Return to my arms.
I'm just like, if this was real people, like, imagine this was just like, this was a drama. All right. So replace the skunks with human beings, but same scene, and now repeat. Yeah, it would be seen like this alone in cartoon form, just being this old cartoon. It kind of makes you wonder what back in the day were the writers thinking, as in like, this will be great for children. I really want to impart some lessons to kids through the form of animation.
Girl pigeon. She
oh wait.
want to play in the lover's chase. It is the little girl in her. C'est l'amour.
Yeah, so Pepe Le Pew is like super rapey. Is that new? Because like I didn't remember Pepe Le Pew much. I don't even know if I really watched a lot of Pepe Le Pew as a kid. But I did remember that Dave Chappelle used to have an awesome routine about Pepe Le Pew. And this was way before any of this cancel culture shit. Like this is in the 90s, I think. I can't remember if this is from Killing Them Softly.
A little as an adult, shit is wild shit. Some wild shit. I mean, like I was with my nephew. We sitting there, we watching Pepe Le Pew, and I say to my nephew, I said, now pay attention to this guy, because he's funny. I used to watch him when I was little.
Thanks, Anthropophagic.
And then we watched the Pepe Le Pew, and I'm old now. I'm looking like, good God, what kind of fucking rapist is this guy? Like, take it easy, Pepe. My nephew was sitting there cracking up. See, sometimes you gotta take the pussy like Pepe, like, oh! I had to turn the channel real quick.
Anyways, the point of this, yeah, that was from Killing Them Softly. Man, I think that's one of my favorite stand-ups of all time. Yeah, Dave was the goat. Just don't live long enough to see your heroes become the villains. But my point being is that when was Killing Them Softly out? Come on. 2000, all right? 21 years ago, Dave Chappelle was making the observations about Pepe Le Pew being rapey as hell. So like, none of this is new. Man, look how white I become. I become like powder when the screen itself is white. But like, none of this is new. This has been around for a while, long before the New York Times article. I think anyone growing up today would watch this and be like, oh wow, this is definitely, you know, I'm glad the Overton window shifted. We don't really think of this as, you know, acceptable behavior in any way, shape, or form. Certainly not the kind of stuff you want to send your kids to. But here's the thing. When it comes to Pepe Le Pew, or the next thing I'm going to talk about, Lola Bunny, in the case of Dr. Seuss, no one banned or canceled Dr. Seuss. It's a private company, the owners of the Dr. Seuss estate, who said we're not going to publish some of their books anymore. If Looney Tunes turns around and says, hey, by the way, we're not going to air the episodes of Pepe Le Pew where he's just an outright rapist, then that's their purview, isn't it? Like, isn't that capitalist? Isn't this the whole thing? Private businesses, they have a right to do with what their copyright, what they want. Isn't that what you're fighting for half the time? And then when they decide they want to change their own work, you're suddenly like, no, the fabric of society. No, you cannot add Star Wars characters that are not white and protagonists. You can't make a black one. You can't make a woman the lead. What are you doing? No, this is ours. It is all of ours collectively. We all collectively own these dreams and memories. Star Wars should be all of ours. We have to make this a collective, all right? I'm tired of a single person owning this franchise and doing whatever they want with it. What have you done? What have you done to She-Ra? I used to be able to get off. When I saw She-Ra, the cartoon. Those tits were fucking magnificent. They were enormous. They were huge. They could feed nations. They could feed entire nations. And now what is this supposed to do to me? Come on. What am I supposed to do about these kids' cartoons? These private children's cartoons. God damn it. And now they did it to Lola. I don't think I've ever watched Penguinzo. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Penguinzo. 8 million subscribers. Massive channel. Massive channel. But he says Lola Bunny is ruined. So I figured, let's check this out.
Lola Bunny has been redesigned. This is not a drill. I've seen meltdown upon meltdown right now. We're going into fucking DEFCON alert. Lola Bunny in Space Jam 2 has been changed. They wanted to avoid Lola Bunny being as sexual as she was in the 1996 movie with Michael Jordan. So in Space Jam 2,
I'll check that out in a bit.
They've toned it down so that way people don't associate erections with Lola Bunny. Lola Bunny from Space Jam is iconic. Basically the genesis of all young men's first boners. She was like the tutorial boss of puberty. Kids would watch the Space Jam movie.
I know this is tongue-in-cheek, but like, really? That was like the sexual awakening for everybody? Like, is this a generation? I watched Space Jam. Like, I watched it when it was in theaters. Like, I saw Space Jam when I was age appropriate to be stimulated by Lola Bunny. I think I'd been stimulated many times before that. You know what, like, watching Space Jam now kind of does when you go through it? You realize, like, it fucking sucks. Why does everyone care about the original Space Jam? It fucking sucks. It's a really bad movie. It's a 90-minute commercial. It's a 90-minute commercial for Nikes and Burger King and a whole bunch of other shit. Like, there's a scene when Newman from Seinfeld walks in on Jordan and he's just like, hey, you know, suit up your Nikes, grab a Starbucks. We're going to go hit the Burger King on our way to grab some Gatorade. There's an actual line in the movie. The whole thing was a 90-minute commercial that you had to pay to see. It's fucking terrible. The only good thing about it, the only redeeming quality is the soundtrack. Yeah, that's right. I said it, Amazing Atheist. Come at me. Soundtrack is fucking banger after banger. It's the best part of the 90s jock jams. Jock jams 1 through, I don't even know how many they went through. Anyways, love that shit. But Space Jam sucks. It's a terrible, terrible movie. Why is it, like, if I heard that a shitty movie from my past was being remade and I didn't like the movie originally, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't be up in arms about it. I would be like, oh yeah, that shitty movie is having a shitty sequel, cool. Or shitty reboot, cool. Have fun. Go enjoy spending your shitty money on those shitty products.
Lola Bunny is the #1 cartoon character most people think of when they think of hot cartoons or some shit like that. Not even furries, just like a...
No, Jessica Rabbit. Jessica, come on. How it's not just not even a it's not even the fact that one happens to be a representation of a cartoon human and the other is bunny, but like everyone saw Jessica Rabbit before they saw Lola Bunny, all right? Come on. Let's be honest here. Let's put our cards on the table. It was Jessica fucking Rabbit.
And this is confirmed on Hive Mind, the game show Ludwig and I do on Twitch. This question actually came up. What cartoon character did everyone think was hot? Lola Bunny was the #1 answer by a fucking landslide. It wasn't even close.
What is wrong with
you?
you?
So, obviously, I want to talk about the Lola Bunny redesign. And my heart breaks for all those Lola Bunny fanatics that have never stopped jerking their meat to Lola Bunny in Space Jam from 1996. I've seen multiple people on Twitter come forward, look at my collection of Lola Bunny figurines and animatronics and homemade stuffed toys. What am I going to do with it now with the redesign? Now it's useless. You've ruined it.
Like, homie, I'm sorry. This is no longer a hobby. This is a fucking museum. You've upgraded from hobby to museum. You're a curator now. You're a historian. That's what you done. You know, you're no longer, it's no longer a pastime. It's your full-time fucking job. God damn it. You're a collector. You're a raconteur. Like, you give tours around the world to preserve Lola Bunny memorabilia. Jesus Christ. I didn't even know this many products existed. How did you do this?
So, hey, the redesign. Haven't seen it, but I heard they made her less sexualized. I think that was the dumbest thing they could have done. They should absolutely try and bring the furry audience in. I thought it was going to be a lot worse. I thought it was going to be much more drastic. The only difference is they gave her like compression shorts.
Oh, this is the new one. I haven't even seen it. Okay. I know from quartering lore that this isn't even the real Lola Bunny, is it? That's like a fan art, isn't it? Lola Chungus. Well, I mean, nothing competes with Lola Chungus. Come on. Let's look up what the original Lola Bunny actually looked like, not fucking people's actual sexual fantasies. Hold on. Okay, this is the original Lola Bunny. All right. What is the hype? I don't understand. And that has nothing to do with like not wanting to have sex with animals in real life. It's just I don't understand where the controversy comes in. Like, my God, all I see is a porn star. The representation is too much. And this new version, my God, I no longer see a porn star. What have we done?
She doesn't. It's pretty big actually. The more I look into it,
this is fan art. This is not the original Lola Bunny. This is fan art. This is people who have tinkered with it and kind of tried to make it more representational of what I'm sure they're hoping would be history.
Yeah. No, yeah, never mind. Yeah, titty fucked. They would see your movie 10 times, 15 times even. Like, you gotta be real fucking dumb to think that there's any value in redesigning a character that furries would vibe with. And not even furries, like Lola Bunny, that's like the #1 character people say that they thought was hot from a cartoon. Like, what are you doing? Like, you're just really dumb.
No Rain, I watched Space Jam 8 times one day in 1998. Wow.
And they made the basketball uniform more baggy. Looks like something I would have worn in middle school. That's the main changes they made.
Okay, all this nonsense aside, it's complete and utter like nonsense. Let's see what we're missing out on.
On the court, bugs.
Sure. Ooh, heat hot. The challengers for the ultimate game.
She was wide open.
This is super weird. Someone spent the time editing any scene that Lola Bunny was in, but sometimes they don't, like, there's no context. It's just her running in the background for a couple seconds, but that was enough to be like, oh yeah, no, there's another one. We got to preserve every minute that she's on screen time, all 5 minutes and 7 seconds of it.
Try to get by me, dog.
Doll?
Oh, she did that Louis King move. One.
Call me Doll.
Nice shot.
Thanks, Bugs.
Yeah, man, we gotta go on one more hand round.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
Either way, I'm talking about this because right-wingers are talking about this when it's really decidedly not something anyone should be talking about. Because at the end of the day, like I mentioned at the very start, Lola Bunny is a fucking cartoon character from a 90-minute commercial that aired in '95 that is being remade for the next generation and is going to be another 90-minute commercial featuring a cartoon rabbit that is entirely intended for fucking kids. The whole thing's for fucking, it's for kids. It's for children. Why do you care? It's for kids on the internet. Sorry, just kids in general. The people on the internet should not be concerning themselves with this. I don't get it. Like, people are literally dying around the world. This is melting my brain. It's a good thing it's Sunday. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Can you do the thing, you know, that thumbs up and comment and all those things that help us out in the algorithm that controls every aspect of our lives? Also, if you happen to have a Facebook account, can you delete it? Like, just delete it. You should probably delete your Facebook account because it's not a great company. But hey, if you can't do that for whatever reason, I understand. And could you also go to facebook.com/thesurftimes then and give us a little like and a follow. We're just trying to push back against the fact that people like Ben Shapiro happen to dominate the platform entirely. And when everyone asks why do older generations believe the things they believe, one of the problems is the majority of them on social media use Facebook. So to counter that, we're just going to be on there too now. Also, if you happen to have a union or a worker co-op or even a leftist project, podcast, website, Zoom, MySpace, it doesn't matter. We will advertise it for free on this channel. All you got to do is go to weareserfs.com and use the forms that we got there, weareserfs.com. Thanks, everybody.
To our glorious gods, Xander Corvus and I'm Wrath, may you shower us with glory and smite our enemies. To our monarch, Tom Spiker, we serve at your leisure, your grace. To our lords, Toefox, Bisexual Black Gamer, Jimothy K. Meeble Beeps Jr., Ryan Lubin, Trevor R., Jeffrey Lamb, Alexander Thaler, and Hans Josephine, we shall carry your banner high into the fields of battle. To our Knights of the Round Table, Timothy Hart, Trevor Janis, Lemmy 101, Anthropophagic, Saren 42, Chronic de Hemphog, Gail Kotka, The Great Pudini, Bone Jenny, Catherine, Radical Maniac, Ramon Acosta, Incosin, J. Fraser Cartwright, Thomas Barrington, Jimmy Bignuts, Violent Orchard, Sophie Baby, Political Puppy, Andreas Chitoro, Goofalankius, Zach Christensen, Nicholas Marks, Yopi, Josh Mickelson, Melissa Murphy, Todd Buckingham, Todd Lajeunesse, Constance Joyce Lacheris. We lift our glasses of ale and we salute you.